Right.
And that's the key, because in the particular mind control book it says in order for the pituitary gland to work, pituitary gland regulates the flow of melanin from the pineal gland. Although the pineal gland produces it, the pituitary gland is the one that regulates the flow throughout the body, which is this particular system, this particular paper that I've handed out. If the people don't get it, don't just remind me that. People who didn't get one, just remind me and I'll give you one before you leave. But this is a great function, or great graph to show you the function of melanin throughout the body. Now the key is, based on this book, Mind Control in America by Steve Jacobson. Steve Jacobson, Mind Control in the United States. Based on this particular book, it says that the main thing to control the people is the pituitary gland produces the melanin hormones, and he just said the hormones to the particular body, but also it can be changed or modified based on the music. So if you have low bass lines and no highs, then it doesn't secrete. If you have all highs and no bass, low bass line, it doesn't secrete. So black people had a certain music that came from ragtime, gospel, blues, jazz, the funk, modern day rock and roll, early rock and roll, that always had lows. Well, he said black people have a heavy bass line, but black people always had a high too. They always had a balance. Whereas the rock and roll, they had highs, but they didn't have no low bass line, so there was not a balance. You see what I'm saying? The case in point, Isley Brothers played rock and roll, but their shit was a balance, so therefore it was the same as soul. You see what I'm saying? My point is, the black music always had highs as well as lows, including in the 80s when they had to synthesize the highs, they had a synthesizer bass. So basically the new black music that the youngsters are listening to is basically low bass line and hardly no music. Just a boom, tick, and hardly no music. And no highs. No highs. You understand what I'm saying? So all of this particular stuff is modified and arranged to shut down